Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Options Professor podcast. This is Damien, and today is Sunday, July 19th. I'm quickly scanning through my charts just to see what I'm going to potentially be watching or trading this week. And as usual, I opened up the S&P futures to see where we're at. Looks like we're a little bit lower, 322 Friday, and then we dropped down to about the 320 level, and it looks like it's holding there. So not too much of a drop, but a little bit of a drop. I don't think that's necessarily a bearish move, but also not an indication that we're going up either. And that could be a combination of a number of things that's we're looking forward to this week, including earnings. There's a lot of earnings coming out. All right, so let's start with some of the bearish stocks that I came up with my scanner. And I think retail right now is under pressure. Walmart, I'm actually in a trade for Walmart. I sold the 130 puts for it to hold a 130 level. Friday it closed at 131.74. And so I'd like for it to stay above 130, but I do see that there is some negative pressure where it's pushing it down. It's not so bad yet. I think it can still hold this 130 level, and as you can see, the 50 moving average is right around 130.50. Another stock that's got pressure downwards is Costco, and I do like Costco. I've been in and out of this stock with options for the past month. Right now, it's trading at closed Friday at 324.79, and it's just below the 50 moving average, and so if it can't regain that 50 moving average, which is right around 325, just above 325, I could see this dropping back down to about 320 and potentially even down to 315. I think the multiples of 5 in this stock are major levels. And so if I see it come down to about 320, I'd be watching to see if it would hold it. And if not, 315 is the next level of where it would probably head to. So I'll be watching Costco and Walmart. But my real bearish stock for retail right now is Dollar General, DG. And DG closed Friday at 188.81, 188.48. And it's right below the 200 and the 50 moving average. There is some negative momentum building up, and I think this could come down potentially to 186 or even 185. So I'll be watching that. Maybe I'll get into selling some calls and play the upper resistance, maybe around 190, and see if I can get enough premium for the 1 week here. All right, so the bullish stocks I'll be watching are all in tech. I think this past week we saw the QQQ drop a little bit because of the Netflix earnings, and Netflix didn't have the earnings that everyone expected. So, during the week we saw a downward shift in the QQQ. I think this week and potentially into next week we might see a recovery of a lot of these tech stocks. And I'll start off with Google, GOOG. And GOOG is trading above 1500. It closed Friday at 1515, and I'll be looking at potentially selling the 1500 level for 1500 puts for credit, and hoping it holds that over the next week. Another tech stock I like is Facebook, and Facebook looks pretty good. It went over the 50 moving average, and I think it still has some positive momentum to push it up towards 250. It closed Friday at 242.03. It still has range to get up to hopefully 250. So right now, this is a stock that I'll be watching either to get calls in or potentially sell puts this week. And earnings are coming up, not this week, the following week. And it's not uncommon for us to see earnings run up into earnings. And I'm kind of hoping that happens with Facebook as well. And then the last tech stock I'll be watching is EA, Electronic Arts. Very similar. Their earnings also is the following week. I think it's the same day as Microsoft. So I would expect that there may be some earnings run up. I did come down with the Netflix earnings, but it's been moving slightly higher ever since that day. Past the last 3 days of last week, it has been moving up, and so I'll be watching it to move above the 139 level and potentially run up to 142. Okay, so EA, Facebook, Google as my bullish plays, and DG, Dollar General, or Costco as my bearish plays this week. And remember, we've got earnings in Microsoft and Tesla coming up, and those may actually push some of these tech stocks one way or another, depending on how they report. And so everyone's kind of just waiting for Tesla. It's hanging out at the 1500 level. I was looking for potential spreads I could do, or options plays I can do to capitalize on movement, but they were just too expensive for me at this point. So I may stay out of the earnings play with Tesla for the time being. All right. So good luck with this coming week. Hopefully, I'm hoping I have a good week as good a week as I did last week in my trading. But I'll be back here and this podcast Friday to recap how my week went. So good luck to all of you and have a great week.